Hey all. Let's go through. Let's see if I can find a pick that works. Let's go through Stone Free. It's tuned down a little bit. I tuned to a live one from '67, so the low E is this. They're all tuned down from there. It's good practice because it gets you into. You get some, you're kind of driving it along. Even without a bass player or a drummer, you ought to be able to sit there and keep the time yourself and stay in that little groove there. It starts with this. That's harmonic on the at 12 on the low E and then the D. Do 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 do. That's a nice little exercise to go from stabbing a chord and then motoring on that low E plus doing a single note riff and then back to it. Really good practice on this one. So after your harmonics, you're on the E7 sharp 9 chord, the Hendrix chord, both E strings open. And at 7 is A and G. D is 6. The note that makes it the Hendrix chord is that B at 8. You're not going to get a whole lot of high E in there because, I mean, you can do it like this and not mute the high E. But don't worry about the high E. That's what you want. So a stab at it, did it, down, up. Then you go back and you're pedaling on that low E. A string 5/7. Then slightly bend up the D at 5. Then 5/7. If you're new to this and you're trying to work on rhythm chops and chugging along, just do this for 5 minutes. Don't change chords, don't do anything, just this. Then it goes. Then you do it on an A. That's A string open, D at 5, G at 6, the B is at 8, and so is the high E. So the way you were doing, everything just goes down a string, up a string. So it's same exact thing, except now you're doing it on the D and G strings on that single note thing. D at 7. Then G 5/7 and then bend up a little on the 7. And then back. Alright, so far you got do 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 do. the same time. So that's they don't realize they're the ones who square. That's why you can't hold me down. We're at that part, right? A. And that's basically your A chord, you know. Take your F, bring up to A. Almost like an A5, but you do get some G string in there. A. So D and G, A string open, D and G, 7. And then the second one is the G string bent at 5. So those little bits in between. They're just little minor pentatonic licks, whatever you want to do between 5 and 7 on your A. And then you end on that A7, what's that, an A7 sharp note? I have no idea what it is. But it is that, it's back to that A7. Now think of an A7 like this. You're just barring an A7. So you want the middle bits of that. A string open. You're back to D5, G6, B and E 8. And you definitely want to get the high E string in that chord. Stone free to do what I please. You're right here. So after this, you do a D up here. And it's the same kind of thing as you did on your A. It's whatever minor pentatonic fills you want to do in that 10 to 12 fret. Right, so after Stone free to do what I... It's actually a cleverly constructed tune because it does E to A, E to A. And then the actual chorus is in D. So for a song that's in E, to have the chorus in D, that's just an interesting way to construct it. So that's C. On the high E, you go up and down 2 frets. Same thing down here at A. Ends on A, and then back to. When it comes to the soloing. So then you get back to A, and then the soloing is all in A. You can solo in A all the way through to the end, then it just goes in. Climb up 9, 10, 11, how many of those it goes to, but then it eventually goes. And it ends on F. It just kind of goes out on that F note. I think that's the whole thing, but it really is a workout for your strumming hand and picking stuff fairly quickly. I mean, it's an up-tempo thing. In fact, when he redid it in '69, recorded a new version. I don't know if Buddy was in the band then or not, but he even if you think the first one was fast, the second version was at double time. So it is a good workout to get into your fast playing. Good luck.